Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
The Texas Longhorns enter this season with a ton of optimism. Coming off a 10-win year last year in a season where their young quarterback, Arch Manning, took significant steps ahead. They are so excited to see if they can improve and get back to the college football playoff this season. The offensive line grew from last year. More experience for this great young quarterback. We'll see if Arch Manning can take another step this season. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. So the Texas Longhorns kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. First carry of the season. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something.
Right back to the well. There's some room. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Beebe. They got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. All right, guys, let's talk a little Indiana. They finally get the glory. Everything changes as far as program expectations when you win that first national championship. Fans, boosters, alumni, media, now all expecting much, much more, aren't they, David?
Yeah, but you still get to celebrate because you were the king. You were the king of college football. You won it all. A lot to be excited about. Palmer, now you work on the next season and repeating and all that goes with it.
And it should still be good, too, right? Because winning that first national championship brought in so many good recruits, brought in so many players through the portal. You can make an argument their roster this year is better than last year's national championship roster. So I'm excited to see what they do today.
as a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed into the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. On the run, it Smothers. Picks up the first down. Still running at the 40. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Longhorns! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. They're on the board first here in the season opener. They're bellowing out Texas fight right now as the Horns are ready after that touchdown drive.
And what a great way to start. Get the crowd jacked up. When you do something good like this early, that burnt orange is going absolutely bananas in the stands. And the rest of the game, the defense, the special teams, everybody feeds off their great energy.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Morris. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They'll try the right side. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams. We get to...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way. At the 30. The 10.
And this defense comes up with a big play, and not just the break on the ball, the catch, nice hands in the INT, but taking it almost all the way back for a touchdown, and this offense licking their chops on the 1-yard line, ready to punch this in.
A first down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorn.
And he's in for a second touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down here. He knows how to get in the end zone, and I love when you can run the football.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's at the 50. Past the 30. The 20. He's at the 10. He just set sail for the end zone after the pick and turns it into a 2-point return.
I love the effort by the field goal unit. They don't just take the play off. They don't hang their heads. They rush the extra point. Look at that. Get their hand up, get a paw on it, pick it up, and take it all the way back for 2 points and gain some momentum for this defense.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, should have ran a better route.
To the air, it's Hoover. Makes the catch. It's Bond. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. And the Hoosiers headed quickly to the line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. There's a crease. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman, like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Henry were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. You have any...
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Might be changing the route. Here's Arch to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Indiana! Took it all the way back to the house.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. On the move from inside his 5. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Arch Madness. Blasted as he lets it go. And he tried to put the touch on it, but it's incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we played 1 period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. The offense changing the play. Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
And the fan bases in the South, they're pretty crazy. They're pretty psychotic. They follow recruiting. They follow the transfer portal. And they've been following this cat right here. Like, big-time receiver, joining this league, joining your team. Expectations, Palmer, they're high. And you see why on that play. Dude's got some skill.
Yeah, he's big time, man. Listen, I'm not going to say this guy was flying under the radar before, but now he's going to become a household name playing wide receiver in the SEC. This is a conference that not only pumps guys into the NFL, people win Heisman trophies playing wide receiver in this conference, and this team thinks this guy's got an opportunity to be there in New York at the end of the year.
A little screen to the running back. Across the 45. Oh, out of space. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Texas. Into the end zone with a breakaway score. They want to see if they can score the deuce. Arch is going to throw for it. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Dropping back, it's Hoover. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early. It's hard to say just let that thing hit the ground. Your instincts take over, but he would have been better off to let it fall.
No, you're right. Your inclination is to go catch it when the ball's in the air. But nice job. You're not going to get to the quarterback. You're not going to sack him. What do? Get your hands in the air. Try to disrupt the...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
That's really good discipline by this defense because they've given up some yards on the ground, and so naturally you think, be more aggressive, commit more bodies. Nice job staying patient, playing your responsibility on the outside, not giving up the deep ball, making them earn this, go down the field, and not give up those big plays.
So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Manning throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He's into the open down the middle. And he scores! Touchdown, Texas!
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Play action, here's Manning. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, to punt it away from deep in their own territory. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fix is going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Hoosiers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Red pass hits complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but... have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the Texas Longhorns. Along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. So Indiana's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The transfer has it his first carry. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
You know, God bless Texas, because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no, they got two great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities. I expect Texas to be able to run the football and, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. And they know it's an offense that defenses are going to be worried about the deep ball, throwing it downfield. So a lot of soft boxes to run into, and there's really no excuse for what.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
That's reeled in. It's Townsend. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Manning on play action. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. Making side adjustments here. Manning to throw for it on fourth. Takes a hit as he fires. He's got it. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a fourth down conversion.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Makes the grab, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Longhorns! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
This head coach wanted to come into this game aggressive, guys, and he did it in a couple different ways. On that first drive, nice mixture of throwing and running offensively, but how big was that gamble on fourth down? They got it, kept the drive alive. They end up scoring a touchdown, so it paid off. You can't start a game better than that.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Morris. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Takes a handoff. It's Beebe. Breaks into the open. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. To the air, it's Hoover. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Longhorn. The defense putting points on the board.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And he puts through the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. On target to the left. First catch of the season as this freshman tight end wastes no time getting involved.
And obviously huge shoes to fill if you're Indiana's offense this season, having to replace a Heisman Trophy winner. in Fernando Mendoza, David. And it's not going to be easy. And obviously you go to the portal and you try to bring the next guy in. But honestly, when you look at Indiana's quarterback play, it goes even beyond Fernando Mendoza to Curtis Rourke the year before that. They have been so consistent at this position as of late.
Yeah, and I think with Indiana proving who they are now as a program, like if you come here as a...
Maybe a crease. Drills him with the stiff arm. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they hand it off to him here on the second drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. I really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football.
And the quickest way to blow up the run game is those interior big boys. Those defensive tackles getting in the backfield really quickly and making that ball hurt.
Man, that D tackle was in the backfield in a hurry. The big man is nimble.
Nimble, fast, quick, athletic. That's just all words you describe defensive linemen with.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period will be a second down. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the end.
Looking for the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. No good. Flag on the field, and the kicker's going to have a little bit shorter distance to work with here. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it.
Yeah, this show game, bro, this fucking lag is killing me, bro. The lag on the pick and the lag on the fucking field goal.
Man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Quarterback making adjustments. Here's Manning to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Using his legs, it's Smothers. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are. This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here.
Back's going for the goal line. And they're able to get him on the ground.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now got fourth down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal. You try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on the board, David.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
Fourth down, Manning. Going for 6. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on fourth down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away, and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. You know they'd love to convert this third down after missing a field goal on the last drive. Looking for a man, it's Hoover. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted! A first half turnover can swing momentum. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Intercepted! They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Trying to take it back. Down to the 48-yard line as he takes it away and takes it back to set up his offense.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
It's so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere.
Snags it, and there's running room. Pass to 10. Touchdown, Texas! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Throwing Manning. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Oh, he's got a chance.
And I know that wasn't a big game, but this offense needed that, man. That back-to-back picks on back-to-back possessions. They got to get something going, get some good mojo, get everybody believing again, and settle their quarterback down.
Just make sure to take care of that football. He stopped after a short gain. It'll be third down. And some room to work. Runs through a tackle. Crosses the 45. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Timeout taken by the Hoosiers. They cannot stop the clock again. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Off the boot, looking for his man. He lobs one high down the left side. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
And this is some kind of belief in your kicker. They are sending him out there to try to get 3 from way downtown. Kick is short, and he's going to try to make something happen. Turning it on. Touchdown, Texas. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
How about the kick 6? What a return. And think about it. You go for the long field goal, do a good job of keeping somebody deep for the return. And here's the hard thing. All those offensive linemen try to protect for field goal. Now they got to go try to make a tackle. Too much speed. What an amazing return. What a big play.
And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Oregon, taking on the #1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Ducks in a heavyweight battle against a fellow top 5 team. And this one is as tight as can be. It's early still, but so far this one has absolutely lived up to the hype.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. And the Hoosiers want to pick up the tempo.
And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is.
And guys, I just don't know what to say about this offense. Like they take a deep shot, they try it short. They've really just struggled to try to find any way to move this football. They've dug themselves a hole, and now they've got to find some answers. Maybe find your guys, your go-to guys. Players, not plays. Maybe that's what they need to get something going right now.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. Quarterback empties his backfield. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. It's complete to the right. Short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And the Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw again. Going to try to pop one on the screen.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Got a man. It's Preston. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. He's in open space downfield. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Fires quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. On 4th down, looking for the completion. It's complete to the left. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Indiana!
And with that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
And he tacks on the extra point. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. Still down big here in the 3rd quarter, but if you can recover this onside kick, you might get back in the game. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. He's going to lose a yard on that one. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. On the run, it's Smothers. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They give it to him, first time this season for the transfer. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be...
He's loose. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game one going exactly how they scripted it.
He makes the grab in the end zone for the two-point conversion. I don't think it would have killed him to kick it there. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And that was a scintillating way to finish that one, a 44-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Morris. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. To throw, it's Hoover. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Hoosiers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy. Remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, getting the sack. He's been all over the field today.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. Swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Backed up in their own end, a quick hitter might work. Got him downfield. Wide open spaces. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
Man, you talk about flipping the field in a hurry. Maybe you're thinking run the football, create a little space for my offense. No, they're taking shots way down the field, 98 yards to the house. What a huge play for this offense.
And he made the extra point without problem. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, trailing by as much as they are here in the fourth quarter, no big surprise. They're going to go onside kick, and obviously their opponent was ready for it. They hop on the football, and they're going to ice this game against them.
Sending the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
One more time, it's Brown. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll try the run. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And the Longhorns in the hurry up.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
To the ground to try to move the chains. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. And they'll send out the lined up for the 3, and it's a fake. They want to throw it. And the pass falls incomplete on the fake field goal, and I'm not sure they'll go back to that one again. It's nice to be a riverboat gambler and all, but man, oh man, when it goes against you, it can be ugly. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And he'll just get rid of that one.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the 4th quarter, and still he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he's got it inside the 35. Off and running. Touchdown, Hoosiers. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. He wants to throw it. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. To throw, Manning. On target over the middle. Touchdown, Longhorn. And the route is on.
Game 1, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
Well, there was a golden opportunity for the offense to come away with 2 points there, but he dropped it in the end zone. That's a catch you have to make.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The run inside. It's Martin.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Indiana! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Well, here in the second half of this game, you're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
Here's Arch to throw. Looking for a big play. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action on 1st down. Goes high to pull it in. Touchdown, Indiana! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
And that is exactly what this offense needs, man. They need that clock to stop. They need to make big plays and score. Their defense needs to join the party, get some stops.
Every time
the
I try to
passing
kick
game
a field
continue
goal,
to
it's
be
a
high,
line.
and they might get back in this football game.
Good game, but
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. Last possession, the interception led to a touchdown, tightened this game up a bit, and now they'll try to get things back in order with this drive. Hit as he throws. Makes the grab. It's Townsend. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer.
Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Texas.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. Coming out with it, it's Morris. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Got a man, it's shot. Brought down at the 20. It's a 1st down as this offense tries to get something going from deep in its own territory.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And just an outstanding return takes it back to the 7-yard line.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you
Looking for the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
first down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run with Brown. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the stomping has commenced.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And
intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just great.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. To the air, it's Hoover. Moving out to the right. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can.
He lets it fly. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation.
Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown, Texans! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And this offense continuing to put up.
Oh, they're faking it. The holder's going to try to throw it. And they knocked him down almost immediately. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. He breaks a tackle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Hoosiers racing to the line in a hurry-up. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Boy, that defense didn't need to give this offense any more help. It's 1st and 5. Makes it past the marker. Down to the 26-yard line where the tackle is made. Pick up a 5 and a 1st down. Look out, he's got room. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. They can really be aggressive after that last play in 2nd and 3. They'll run play action. He wants it all. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
PAT unit on the field. Bangs it through for an extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. That's one. Oh, it's out!
And listen, it's getting late in the game. It's in the 4th quarter, and they got to make something happen when you're down by this much. But I'll tell you what, this onside kick went like the defense and the offense is gone for this day. It's just underwhelming, not successful, just been a bad day.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Someone moved a little early and the offense will go backward. So the decision has been made and the coach will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Marsh. And they fight him to the bitter end, all the way down to putting some more numbers in the stat column, but they'll come up a little short as time expires. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them, but they had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all 3 phases,